Good afternoon. Happy Monday. I'm Justin Warmoth. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Thanks for joining us for Take 6. I'm in for Julie Broughton today. And this week, and really last week as well, we have been focusing a lot of our coverage on the 32825 zip code. We are hitting the road, putting a huge focus on this area and what's happening in that community, the good, the bad, the ugly. And something that's great, I want to focus on that today. Something that's great is University High School's band. And to help us learn more about the band, we're bringing in meteorologist Samara Cokinos. Hey, Samara, thanks for joining us.
On Take 6.
I know, it's great. And all right, so take us through this. University High School has a very, very respected and loud marching band, right?
Right, but it's not just the marching band. They have like over 12 ensembles
Oh,
at
yeah.
at that school. So they're actually ranked superior in the state of Florida several times.
Mm.
And I mean, this program just blew my mind when I started digging into it because of the fact that we are going to Union Park. A lot of students from the Union Park area go to University High School. So it was really a treat to meet John Brown, the band director, and you see him there in that video. He's directing, and then there's that's the big band that's actually
Hmm.
going to be performing this Wednesday. So I mean, it's not just the band director that's passionate about it, it's the students too, Justin.
They have bought in. And the reason I say marching band, I think, is because I was in the marching band. I'm just used to saying marching band, marching band, marching
What
band.
did
But
you play?
I played the trumpet. So
Hey,
yeah, you just, as loud as you can
fun
go.
fact
That was
Monday.
Fun Fact Monday. But I always remembered when Lake Brantley High School played against University, how impressive that band was. So it's been this way, I think, for a while. The culture has been set for years. And how
Hmm.
cool was that to hear them in person and learn more about why they're so passionate?
You know, the accolades that they have, I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
John Brown's been there 15 years, and I mean, the accolades go um, before, I mean, they're there before him, but he
Hmm.
has really continued this legacy at this school. And everybody says, well, why this school? I'm like, well, they're kind of doing some really great things there. I mean, they're a magnet. Program school, so they have the magnet school for the refined performing arts.
Hmm.
But when you go on this campus, you just really see these kids that are, and I mean, they're high schoolers,
Hmm.
but everyone was just so excited to be there. It's
Hmm.
like they have that driving purpose. Music really, it
It was
it's one
always
of
my
those things that
favorite part of the day
yeah, and
when I was in high
it
school.
needs to be in school. It needs to be
Yeah.
in the classrooms. It gives kids
Hmm.
something to look forward to. It gives them an outlet for their creativity, and that's what they're doing at this school. And they're bringing in all of these awards, and they're like, "Oh, it's not about the awards. Those are great," and I'm like, "They're amazing," and they're like, "No, it's we're family here," and they
Yeah.
really are. You can
Hmm.
tell by the way they interact with one another.
Well, that superior rating is not something that is give out. And I remember
No,
that in high school. It's that if you got a superior, that is a big deal. They don't, it's tough to come by. So it really
yeah.
just puts an emphasis on just how good that band is. I'm looking forward to hearing them in person on Wednesday when
Oh
we do
yeah.
hit the road at Rio Pinar and bringing them on because that might be my favorite, something I'm
The
looking
big
forward to the most.
band,
Hmm.
let me tell you, Justin, when they were practicing the other day, I was like, what?
You think
See,
they can squeeze me in as last chair trumpet?
they might. I mean, do you
No.
still have a trumpet?
It's somewhere. I
You
haven't
better
I,
find it.
I haven't been able to spot it in maybe 15 years. I know it's somewhere and I know it wasn't thrown out because of how expensive those instruments are.
Well, you
My
better call
parents were
Mama
always
Warmoth
I
and
know.
figure it out.
She needs to help me find it. Although I would be way too timid to try to at least attempt it. There's no way I could do it. But that's
They're
awesome.
amazing.
So your
They're really
story,
amazing.
has that aired?
So the story aired, but the
Okay.
riff on this podcast, I did a
Hmm.
whole episode
Oh
on my
yeah.
music podcast about this. John Brown, let me tell you, when I met him, he was like, "Hi," and I was like, "Oh, okay, this might be a little difficult, because he seemed shy." The
Yeah.
camera turned on, and this man just lit up. He's
Wasn't
a
wasn't hard to fill,
character.
huh? Wasn't hard to fill that
No,
the
it,
podcast.
It really wasn't. And he actually, his words and his passion for for his program,
Hmm.
or for their program, he calls it's his whole team. He does not take credit for it. He's like, I have a great team. But the way that he spoke about these kids
Hmm.
and just the program in itself, you can tell that it's more than just a job for him. He legit brought tears to my eyes. It was that beautiful. And you
So
know me, Justin, I don't cry.
music
I
music will
don't.
do that though, and I think the
It
passion
does.
also just translates to, and it cuts through the emotion. All right, so when does this
Yeah.
episode drop?
This episode drops Thursday.
Okay.
So the day after they perform at Rio Pernage. So
Yeah.
everybody needs to like watch this news. I mean, we're going to be live,
Oh yeah.
out in the field, which is amazing in itself. But once you watch that, you're going to get that little tease of what I'm talking about,
Hmm.
and then you get to see and hear about the different ensembles, everything that they've done. He talks about experiences taking these kids out of state,
Hmm.
and people not having certain experiences in their life, and they do now because of this program. So it's just it's a feel good kind of episode. So if you want a feel good Thursday, or if you want to wait till Friday, you can wait till Friday. It's just one of those things. If you need a boost in your day, listen to
Hmm.
this episode, because it is just truly it's motivating, it's powerful, it's everything that I hoped it would be and more.
Well, hey, listen, I'm sold. I'm sold. I'm
Hey,
looking forward
there
to
we
it.
go.
I'm looking
There
forward
we
to it.
go.
Hey, do you mind sticking around and helping us with this forecast?
You know what? Since I'm a meteorologist too, I mean, first and foremost, I am a meteorologist.
Right,
So,
exactly.
yeah, I can totally do that for
All
you. So
right.
you don't have to say, hey, here's a seven
I
day.
I mean, I just regurgitate what you guys say anyway, so I'd rather it come from, the horse's mouth,
Well,
for lack
you're
of a
a
better
great
phrase.
listener. You're a
All
great
right,
listener.
so
So,
so today we had some fog,
mm-hmm.
and it's burning off in some places, but
Yeah.
got
And
a
then,
yeah, we got some wet weather. It looks like on this 7 day.
yeah, we do. We have about a 20 to 30% today, and I think that's going to be across the interior again as the East Coast sea breeze makes its way inland and collides with the West Coast sea breeze. So it'll be in the afternoon. If anything, I think a lot of areas are going to remain dry. Then tonight, another round of fog. Looks like it could be dense. Mainly over our northern zone. So I'm talking Marion County, maybe northern Lake, northern Sumter, going into northwestern Volusia and Flagler counties. So, and especially along the coast too. So, just be on the lookout for that early morning commute once again. But then look at Tuesday afternoon, 50% going up to
Hmm.
70% on Wednesday. The thing about Wednesday is there is a marginal risk for severe weather. So that's a 1 out of 5. That means an isolated thunderstorm could turn severe. It looks like as of right now, in addition to that heavy rain, the hazards are going to be small hail and maybe an occasional damaging wind gust. So those are the things we need to look at on Wednesday. But then as we head into Thursday and Friday, it really shapes up nicely. And then heading into the weekend, look at we start the weekend at 87 degrees. It's going to
87.
be, yeah,
Oh
10
my
degrees above
goodness.
average. And it is only March. And I'm just like, really? But we're going to spring forward. So
Hmm.
we're all,
We're gonna
don't be
need that. We're
late.
gonna need that big band to come wake us up.
Yes, we are. I always struggle with the
Yeah.
time change. I'm more of a fall back kind of person than a
Hmm.
spring forward. I can appreciate the late evenings, with
Yeah.
the sunshine, but
Yeah.
um, for the most part, I like my sleep.
All right. Well, I do too. Me too. But I'm looking forward to the added sunshine. I know it when I was doing mornings, I always dreaded that time of year because not only do you lose that hour's sleep, but you also have to deal with, sunlight when you're trying to go to bed at 7:30. So
Yes, it's
it's
the
tough.
worst. It really is.
It's tough.
People don't understand the struggle. I worked mornings for a long time,
Yep.
and you know what? I don't miss that schedule just because trying to go to bed in the summertime at 7 o'clock in the evening with. I mean, you
Mm,
really have to have a good layer of blackout curtains to make that happen.
that's true. That's true. Well,
Yeah.
Samara, thank you so much for joining us and
Thanks for
sharing a
having
little
me.
bit about the University High School
I can't wait for
band.
you guys to
I
hear
know.
it.
Me too. I'm looking forward to it. And speaking of, on Wednesday, we invite everyone to come out. Please join us at Rio Pinar Golf for this live broadcast between 4 and 7. You can meet all the anchors, you can meet investigators, talk to us, and witness a live broadcast. Again, weather's looking iffy, but we're going to do it anyway. So there it is. March 6th, 4 to 7. That's Wednesday. Please join us. And in the meantime, we're going to continue to hit the road and bring you stories from the 32825 zip code. Hope you can join us for 4 o'clock. Take care.